I have a couple of questions for you, Tats. I know you have something prepared as well, so we'll get into that. But before you even begin, I want to start with the same question, which is, based off of the topic, the theme, but also your work. What is your why? What do you anchor yourself to? What kind of keeps you going?
I know it's obviously cliche, but my kids is number one, first and foremost. But I think outside of that, like, I have a job that is so wonderful because every day is different. So as much as I might go to bed thinking, like, how am I going to make it another day? The next day I might be like traveling to the Mara, or, my job is super exciting, and that's something that really keeps me going, knowing that I don't have to do the same thing every single day. I think that's the kind of lifestyle I really wanted to build for myself. So yeah, that definitely keeps me going.
Just two more questions from me. The next thing I was really curious to know from you is, so as a parent, as a mother, your job is, I guess, to guide and to lead and to teach these little ones. But what I've noticed, and also what I've heard from other parents, is that there's this thing that happens where it's like your kids hold up a mirror to you and you're forced to look at yourself, and you're confronted with demons, with trauma, with what really are your values. And so I was curious to know, because I think ultimately our kids end up being our little teachers in some way, what is the lesson you've had the hardest time learning or unlearning in your motherhood journey?
I think one of the hardest things is just understanding that our kids are their own people, and that, as much as you would hope for somebody to behave a certain way in, like we're here today, my kids have very eclectic, very loud, vibrant, independent characters, and being able to be in a place and just letting that shine through without the worry of what other people are thinking. I think so, yeah, the biggest lesson that I've unlearned is to care about what other people think about my kids.
I think going back to the fact that you so vulnerably share your ups and downs, I think that's the thing that I'm always like, I can't believe you've been so open about that. But also thank you for doing that, because that's something that we're all thinking or struggling with at some point or another. But I was curious, how has fame or popularity affected how you parent, if it has at all? Has it?
I don't think it really affects how I parent. If anything, I've able to have more resources to be able to, parent that I like. I just think the only way that it's affected me is like when I'm out in public and people want to be very close to my kids. And that's the biggest way it's affected me, because, there are some people who are like, oh, I saw you at Village Market and I wanted to say hi, but I saw you, so, I gave you a space. There are other people who are like, oh my God, Olive, Marley, hi, can we take your picture? Like, they're just kids. Like, you, as much as you see them online, I wish people would kind of have standing in person, whereby, they're kids, just give them their space and also don't be too close to them. Raising 3 kids on my own is no easy task, and it can be overwhelming to juggle all the roles I play. However, despite the difficulties, I found the strength to think of others and create a community that empowers women. So how do I find the strength to keep going? What is it about me that causes me to push forward? These are questions I've asked myself countless times. I believe that deep within each of us lies a well of resilience and determination. It's this inner strength that allows us to rise above our circumstances and continue to move forward. Tonight, I want to share with you the tools I use to help me thrive, even in the face of adversity. Everything I do it for them. On the hard days when I want to give up, I remind myself of the incredible responsibility I have as a mother. My children are my motivation to keep pushing forward, even when it feels impossible. I don't know why, but I always almost cry when I'm talking about my kids. Just please, I don't know what it is. Okay, being a single mom has been hands down the hardest experience of my life. Sorry. It's okay. It's not even sad. It's not even sad. All right. People often ask me how I do it all, and to be honest, I have no idea. There are days when I find myself unable to cope with my circumstances and I shut myself away from the world, unable to get work done or be a decent mother. It can be... Sorry. Oh, thank you. I rehearsed this twice before here and I didn't shed a tear. All right. It can be overwhelming and exhausting, especially when all my kids are sick and I'm feeling sick myself. It's during these times that I feel so angry that their dad isn't around to help in any way. There are moments when I feel sorry for myself, but one thing I've learned is that it's okay to feel what I'm feeling. My feelings are valid. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Maybe I should go next. And in fact, I take comfort in knowing that they're universal. However, I also have discovered ways to overcome these sad days. One of the most important things I've learned is to turn to my village. Surrounding myself with supportive friends and family members who understand my struggles has been a lifeline. They offer a listening ear, practical help, and emotional support when I need it most. Another crucial aspect is taking time to prioritize myself. As a single mom, it's easy to put everyone else's needs before my own, but I've realized that I can't pour from an empty cup. Taking care of myself, whether it's through self-care activities, hobbies, or simply taking a break, allows me to recharge and be a better mother to my children. Talking to people who can support me has also been instrumental in my journey, whether it's joining a single mom support group, seeking advice from other single moms who've been through similar experiences, or even talking to a therapist or parent coach. Having someone to share my thoughts and concerns with has made a significant difference. In conclusion, being a single mom is undeniably challenging, but it's important to acknowledge and validate our feelings. We don't have to go through it alone. By building a support system, prioritizing self-care, and seeking guidance from others, we can navigate the ups and downs of single motherhood with strength and resilience, or of motherhood. Having said all of this, I wanted to share that this unwavering determination can often lead to burnout. As women, we tend to put immense pressure on ourselves to be everything to everyone. We juggle multiple roles and responsibilities, often neglecting our own well-being in the process. It's crucial to recognize the signs of burnout and take steps to prevent it. One key point to avoid burnout is to prioritize self-care. It's not selfish to take time for yourself. In fact, it is essential for your overall well-being. Make sure to carve moments in your day for activities that bring you joy and recharge your energy. One piece of advice I got from a friend was, it's not necessarily about finding time to rest, but it's about finding time to do something that you absolutely love. Another important aspect of preventing burnout is setting boundaries. Learn to say no when you feel overwhelmed or stretched too thin. It's okay to prioritize your own needs and delegate tasks when necessary. Surround yourself with a support system that understands and respects your boundaries, allowing you to find balance in your life. Secondly, that was a long firstly, this is very short. Secondly, I believe in the power of vulnerability. Society often tells us to hide our struggles and put on a brave face, but I've found that sharing openly about my challenges has been incredibly liberating. By being honest and transparent, I've been able to connect with others who are going through similar experiences. It's through this connection that we find strength and support. Thirdly, I tap into my passion for empowering women, specifically mothers. When we focus on something greater than ourselves, it becomes easier to find the motivation to keep going. By creating a community that uplifts and supports one another, we can create a space where women can thrive and grow together. It's through this sense of purpose that I find the strength to persevere. Lastly, remember that asking for help is not a sign of weakness. Reach out to friends, family, or support groups when you need assistance. Building a strong support network can provide you with the necessary resources and emotional support to navigate the challenges of motherhood and life in general. Thank you for allowing me to share my story with you tonight. I hope that my journey has inspired you to embrace your own struggles, find strength in your children, and take steps to prevent burnout. Let's come together and create a community where every woman feels seen, appreciated, and empowered.